dying to get a tattoo. I got to go get a tattoo. I'm wearing my fake tattoos and loving every minute of it.
They're still there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, still here. Look.
You had those put on before the weekend.
Yeah. Ralph was accusing me of not showering. I go, I shower every night.
Do you put plastic around your arm?
I try to, but I don't know. You know what it is? I don't sweat a lot. I'm not a sweater. I'm not a greasy guy.
Yeah.
So I guess they just stay on. But look at that. Look how handsome I look.
Maybe you don't need real tattoos. You'll just keep
just reapplying fake ones. I'm going to do a whole sleeve, I think, of fake tattoos, like Tommy Lee.
Pretty good.
Yeah, like Tommy Lee. But I really do want to get one, and you know what? I've just decided I don't care what it is. Just put it on me.
Well, that's what I told you. That's a real tattoo.
That's a real man.
Something you go, oh, I've got a plan, and let me do this or that.
Yeah, just
unless you're really decorating your entire body, what's the plan?
I mean, I want to put more thought into it than what Bon Jovi did and get a big Superman tattoo. You know, I've kidded him about that.
Hey, if he likes it.
Yeah. Shaq has one of those, too, big Superman. You ever notice that on Shaquille O'Neal's arm?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, big, giant Superman. But black guys, it doesn't show up as much. He's just got blue ink. You know, it's just a blue Superman. Yeah, it looks like a birthmark. You barely see it.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, but on a white guy...
You hardly see it, but it really shows up on Bon Jovi. You can't avoid it.
Hey, Robin, didn't I throw Ralph out of here about 15 minutes ago?
Yes.
Are you back?
He's like, yeah.
What do you want?
I'm ready to go, man.
What?
Get a tattoo.
What are you going to get?
I don't know. I'll just go and do it.
Yeah, let's do it already.
If I keep thinking about it, I'm never going to do it.
Yeah.
You can always talk yourself out of anything.
Yeah, let's go get something cool.
I'll do it this weekend.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you. I'm there.
All right, I'll call that lady.
So you come back in marked up on Monday.
Because if you don't go, I'm just going myself. I'm serious.
You know what, now
I'm ready.
You'll get a call from Neil, and you'll get a call from Ronnie.
Well, Ronnie knows what he wants. I don't know why Ronnie just doesn't go and get the tattoo. Why does he need us for?
He knew exactly what he wanted. He had it drawn up.
Plus, this is going to take 12 hours to put on his arm. It's a giant shark with a baby's head in it.
No.
Yeah.
With blood dripping.
With blood dripping out of the head. Hey, that's what the guy wants. You
here's
said.
The guy who needs a design.
Did he draw it himself?
No, the artist drew it. I saw it. It's pretty wild.
But Ronnie just sat there and kind of came up with it. He's like, I'd like a shark.
Well, it was a weird meeting. We went to the tattoo place, me, Ralph, and Ronnie. And Ronnie's like a real hairy guy. I mean,
yeah, he's going to have to shave.
In a way, it doesn't matter what he gets because it'll be covered by hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how thick the hair is on his arms and shoulders and back.
He'll have to part his hair to show you his tattoo.
We thought he should get like a werewolf tattoo, but with no hair on his face, and just like the hair, his natural hair.
Would be the hair.
Because seriously, if he's going to get a tattoo, his hair's what's he going to do? Just shave a little patch so you can see the tattoo?
Every day?
Yeah.
He should get it on his palm. That's
I mean, if he gets a shark, it's going to be a hairy shark.
Yeah.
So what good is it?
You'd have to shave it.
So the thing is, I don't know what he's going to do. And he's going to get this tattoo and shave his arm and get it.
But you do have a good point. Why has he been waiting for you?
I don't know.
If he already knows what he wants.
He wants the shark, but he wants to go with us and get the tattoo. And I just said to him, look, Ronnie, I don't really, quite frankly, want to sit there while you get a giant tattoo of a shark with a baby's head and blood spilling out of the head.
Was it really involved?
Well, it was kind of weird. What happened is we went to the place, and I sat with the woman for like a good half hour to 45 minutes trying to describe what I wanted. And it's true what they say. If you got to do, if you're vague, that means you really don't want one.
Right.
Okay. Then Ralph had to go, and Ralph goes, I want like bones, or like a bony substance, but not a picture of anything, but like a design, but in bone, like white bone is cool. And the woman was like, smoke was coming out of her head.
Right, the
she was like,
her time.
listen, you two faggots, why don't you get out of here?
Bad too. We had to go back.
Yeah, we had to go back, and meanwhile...
And this person is trying to make a living.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what she charges for a tattoo, but I'm sure, as you said, I can't put in 12 hours, waiting for these guys. I wanted Dee Snider's assistance, but of course, I don't know. He's too busy to help me. He's too cool to help out. Because Dee's real good with...
Well, he can tell what kind of company he's in. You're a real man or you're not, and Dee's not going to be with you if you're going to act like a girl.
Well, I don't know.
Day.
It would have helped because he's real good at drawing tattoos, but of course Dee's too busy. He's too busy to hang out with his pussy friend.
Yeah. While you're crying.
Yeah. Because, I want to get something cool, but, you need a guy who knows something about tattoos. So anyway, and Ralph's like the wrong guy to go with because he's like, he's as confused as I am. He's like, I want something cool, like bone, and like a hip bone.
And he draws. He could have drawn his own design.
I've drawn up like 900 of them, but I can't decide which one.
Like I want like animal remains, like fossils or bones.
No, I don't.
But I don't really want that. I just want something that has a feeling or texture to it. And like the girl's like, what? Like
she
what could you be?
Thrown you all out.
Like and he was like, So then Ronnie's turn is to go. And meanwhile, we've been there 2 hours now, and even I'm fatigued for her, and I'm fatigued. And
this is like the people I hate are people who go into shoe stores and ask to see every shoe in the store and then walk out without buying.
Yeah.
anything.
So
That's
then,
you.
it was us. And then Ronnie goes, and she could care less that I was Howard Stern, the tattoo artist. So she was like, who cares? Just pick something, you big homo. So you idiot. So
she's probably sitting there with her whole body drawn up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's ink all over her body. Yeah, right. She's like, just put the stupid tattoo on.
Anything.
Then Ronnie goes and he's like, she goes, well, do you know what you want? He goes, yeah, I want a shark. So she goes, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, you did my son, and you put a panther on his back, and I want a shark right here. And he points on his arm, like it's a place on his arm, like the middle of his arm.
Wasn't it
it's
like
his forearm?
right here?
Yeah, it was his forearm, like in the stupidest place. Right here, big shark. He goes with big teeth, and she goes, well, do you want, what kind of shark do you want? There's different sharks. He goes, do you have a book? Fine. Ronnie goes through the book, boom, 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 boom,
shark.
finds a shark, and then he starts mumbling. So now he's starting to sound like Ralph, and she's like, what? He goes, and like maybe like you could put like a baby's head in there, and
she said, do you want anything in the mouth?
Yeah, and he goes, well, maybe a baby's head. So me and Ralph start laughing. The girl is like, it looked like the OJ jury. They were like vomiting. And then she goes, what? He goes, well, like a baby's head with some tooth marks in it and blood pouring out of its head. So Ralph and I are like, holy mackerel, this guy's sick.
He wants autopsy photos on his
right. We were cracking up. It was just like too weird. And she said, she was kind of neat, this girl. She goes, Marguerite. Yeah, she goes, that's a pretty severe image. And I go,
gotta walk around with that for the rest of your life.
Well, I was like, no, man. Hey, that's what I wanted to see it. I want to see that on his arm.
That on his arm.
I want to see the baby's head in it. I mean, who would think of a baby's head in a shark's mouth? Like Ronnie's
what
like
does that mean?
Ronnie's a really sick guy. He's sick.
He is.
He's sick. Call a psychiatrist and ask him what that means.
Really?
Holy Jesus.
So like the woman goes, and we were laughing and goofing on him. So he goes, well, not a baby's head, something else maybe.
No, he's got to do it with the baby's head.
Yeah, he's got to do the baby's head.
Can't be anything else.
So all of you girls are going to go this weekend?
Yeah, we're thinking about. Want to go with us? You know what I was thinking you should get? If you want to be really wild, you get like Bozo's face tattooed on your face, and the berry is his nose. Like a big red nose.
Get it right
there.
Bozo right there around the berry.
How cool would that be?
Alright, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, because Ralph's got this big red... Ralph had this pimple on his face when he was like... How old were you when you had the pimple?
I was like a freshman in high school.
Yeah. He never had a berry on his face. He has a big red wart on his face.
He caused that?
Yeah, listen to this. He thought he had a pimple that wouldn't go away, so he was in school and he started picking at the pimple, and it bled. Because it wasn't a real pimple. It was something else. And then the blood formed this berry.
I was in class and I started picking at this new thing on my face, and I'm just.
Oh, so you didn't even look at it? You were just picking.
I thought it was a pimple, and I'm picking at it. And all of a sudden, it like comes off, and this blood starts pouring out. I'm like, and I'm in the middle of class. I'm like, I pretended it was a bloody nose.
So you made that mess?
I don't know. I think it was there, and I think it sprung out, and I tried
it was
to
going to
pick
be
it
a
off.
berry anyway.
You know how like Robin says she always wants.
Probably would have been a berry.
Yeah, it was going to be a berry anyway. I think if he does the Bozo face, he should put a horn in the berry.
Yeah.
So it does beep.
Beep, beep,
You press the berry.
Why don't you get that thing taken off your face? You don't want to, huh?
I don't know.
You kind of dig it.
Do you think I should? Like seriously? I mean, I could.
You know what it is? It's kind of distracting.
Yeah, it's weird. See, I don't see it at that angle. I know it sticks out, but I don't know. It doesn't really bother me.
It's not bad, but I can imagine if a chick was up close or something, or a guy, whatever you're into.
Do people rub your berry with love?
No, it's just like hanging there on your face, and like it doesn't belong.
Yeah, maybe I should get rid of it.
Well, Howard had some things removed.
Yeah, I had a big birthmark on my nose Now, my nose is huge, and I had a birthmark on it, and then it started to rise and, like, actually get big.
Like a wart?
Like a wart, like it started to go, and I was like, oh, my God, not only do I have a big nose, but I've got this big thing on it,
It's growing
like a witch.
else.
So I went right over, they sliced it right off. Are you afraid of the pain or something?
No,
Because it doesn't hurt at all.
I was at the doctor, and he said, it's nothing to worry about, but you can get it taken off. And I was at the dermatologist, and he said, okay, let me give you a shot.
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't want a shot. He goes, well, I'll just burn it off.
Was that what you're afraid of, the shot?
Well, at the time, I was just a little weird about it. I didn't want somebody to give me a shot in the face.
No, it's nothing.
But they just freeze it.
But I would do it now, but I don't know. I'm not
You don't even care.
I'm not afraid. Yeah, I don't
It
care.
doesn't, like you look in the mirror and it doesn't bother you.
I don't see it. You know what I mean? I guess yeah.
Yeah, well.
Maybe I'll get rid of it.
I don't know.
You think I should?
I don't know.
I guess
I mean,
doesn't matter.
from my point of view, it's something to make fun of. So
Yeah, so you
it was like your bad tooth that I got fixed. Now I'm sorry I fixed it because it was so funny to look at. You look like that Kukla, Fran, and Ollie character.
Sorry.
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 So what tattoo are you going to get if we go?
I'm going to get something in red. I mean, kind of like this was.
With the X-Man thing?
I don't know if I want that, but I've been working on a couple like little things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I might even get
See,
the
you're
X.
still not decided.
I might even get the X. I might just go there and just get it bigger. Like this is too small.
Yeah.
But I'd get it a little bigger. I
wish
think it's kind of cool because it looks like a stamp or something.
Yeah. Why don't you get a big H in the circle?
For what?
For Howard.
Okay.
Your hero.
Or why don't you put your face on your arm and put one of those big slash marks over it?
Yeah. Big berry. All right, anyway, I got to take a break. And when we get back, I'll get to the phone calls. I'm sorry I didn't get to them. We were just discussing tattoos.
Very important.
That you're not going to get again.
Yeah, exactly.
Over vacation, that's when we should do it.
Mm.
Then you have time to heal.
Yeah, I want to be healed up when I come in the show.
Won't be all scabby when you show it.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Grillo just came in during the commercials. He goes, I'm thinking of getting another dad dude, too.
He wants to go with you now. I know
He
you
goes,
have like
no.
20 people.
And he goes, but I'm not going to your guy. I said, maybe you should go to Marguerite because Gorilla got this tattoo like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And he didn't want his mom to know he had a tattoo, so he put it on his groin.
Right. What is it again? I forget.
He has to tell you because he just told us, and I can't even remember what he said, but you can't tell what it is. It looks like a blotch of green ink. And I said, dude, why wouldn't you go to my person? Obviously,
who's a good artist?
You have no ability to go to someone good. Or I said, go to Richards. Richards got some really cool tattoos. He goes, well, I tried to go to Richards, but then he was out of the country. He left.
Gungadine, water.
Gungadine, water. What are you doing? Why would you come in here and insult me? Go, I wouldn't go to your guy.
No, that's what I don't want to seem like I'm glomming onto your like whole
You're not
trip.
glomming on to me. I don't care if you go to the person I would go to.
I
might
didn't want to
actually
seem
get
like I was
something.
joining the bandwagon. I just
Dee Snyder told me that he went to this person, and Dee's got really good tattoos, so I figured that's the person to go to.
okay. I didn't want to seem like I was coming in and going, I want to go too. I want to go get another tattoo.
Yeah. Show everyone your tattoo. Show the camera. Wait till you see this thing. Yeah, lift up your shirt. Wait, pull in your. He has to pull down his pants. Look at this. Wait. Pull it down. All right, now turn to the camera.
Which one?
It's that one up there. I think.
What is that?
It's a 4-leaf clover
Yeah.
and a clatter.
A clatter?
Yeah.
Look at that. It looks like a child put that on you. Look at that.
You could draw something.
And it's down by his genitals like a girl.
I know. Whenever he got it, he had to come in and take off his clothes every time he wanted to show everybody.
Unbelievable. So what kind of tattoo are you going to get?
I want to get a Celtic cross.
A Celtic cross? How come you get things I don't know what you're talking about?
Celtic cross.
a Celtic cross.
I didn't say that.
What do you want to get? I don't know what you
A
said.
Celtic cross.
A Celtic cross?
Celtic.
What's a Celtic cross?
Celtic
It's a form of
cross?
Form of
It's a form of cross.
cross. It's with
The Celtic.
Celtic. What is a Celtic cross?
Celtic
like a
cross
big-
is a form of art that they use in Ireland, and it's different types of crosses and stuff.
How do you spell Celtic?
Celtic.
Isn't it Celtic?
No, it's Celtic.
It would be Celtic.
And you better learn how it's said if you're going to get one.
I know how it's said.
What country are you from?
Well,
Brooklyn.
Irish.
Brooklyn. You're Irish?
I'm Irish and Italian.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, how come you don't get anything Italian put on you?
Yeah. Like a spaghetti.
Maybe get like one of those
It's like a
horns,
pizza.
you know?
Yeah. Like a
I don't-
horn.
No.
That's Italian. A horn?
Yeah.
No. What's a horn got to do with Italians?
Do you never see the Italian horn?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of that's Italian.
A Camaro.
A Cadillac.
So when are you going to get this thing?
As soon as I scrape up some money, I've been trying to save up to get, a tattoo every time I save up. Every time I save up some money, I have bills to pay.
Right.
For my gilded
the bills come before the dead do.
So first, at least you're responsible. To get first your bills and then the dead do.
I pay my bills, I get my dead do, and then I get my gilded garage. Kaboom.
Well, you want to go with us and get the dead do?
I'd like to go and check her out, yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like going with like 90 guys.
I know, that's why I don't want to bother you.
Yeah. I might even just go myself because...
But why wouldn't you just ask him who his artist is so you can use her?
He can't. He came in, he goes, of course I wouldn't go to your dad-do artist.
No,
because I got my own. I go, yeah, but obviously the one you went to, this was the first time you ever did a dad-do.
No, I've been suggested to a couple of people, and I wanted to go and check out their work.
I was suggested to a couple of people.
I was
suggested to a couple of... They suggested you to a couple of people?
What do you do?
Yeah.
I sit there.
I let them draw on me.
Why didn't you get a Catholic cross?
It's the same thing. It's not any...
Catholic cross.
Instead of a Celtic cross.
Yeah, why are you getting Celtic? Why don't you get a Catholic cross?
Sort of like the same thing.
Yeah. So you're going to get a big cross. Why don't you go to Richard's guy, man? Richard has a big cross on his arm.
Richard's guy split. He went up... He moved.
Did he really?
Yeah. I wanted to go to Richard's guy. Richard's guy is really good.
Yeah, Richard's got a big black circle with a cross.
I've never seen his tattoo.
Hey, Richard, come in with your tattoo. It's a little much. There's a lot going on that skinny arm.
Let me see that.
He's also got
like a skull?
A skull, yeah. He's got like a steer's head.
Yeah, the steer's head's pretty cool. Where is he? Wait till you see this. This guy put a cross on his arm. It's bigger than the one they hung Jesus on. Yeah. Let's see, man. Take off your shirt. Take off your shirt.
Holy.
Look at what the hell. He's got a cross with a burning heart.
Oh, my goodness. It takes up his entire shoulder.
Yeah, it's just a big tattoo, huh, Richard?
Is that a gilded garage?
Ralph is going to be a nightmare.
Why?
Because he went with me like when I got my hair dyed purple.
Yeah.
And he just sits there and goes, could we see how it would look first of all if we did it like this way or if we did it that way?
And you were just do it.
Right. I just wanted it done. So if he goes there, he's going to say, well, can we see how it would look this way? But it's on his arm forever.
Right.
So.
Yeah, he shouldn't get one, Ralph.
He sounds very uncertain about what he wants.
Let me see your steer's head. Yeah, I like that one. That's kind of cool.
Let me see that one.
Yeah, it looks kind of neat.
He's always getting them pretty big, though.
Yeah, they're a little too large.
Tell him what you want for your back. Listen to this.
You're going to get something on your back?
Yeah, he wants to get his whole entire back done.
No, don't do that, man. That's really gross.
The top half of my back.
Tell him what you want.
I want like a horse, like a bucking bronco horse.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy.
No.
But the cowboy's like a skeleton. He's got like a cowboy hat on, but it's a skeleton.
Oh, dude. Dude, can I talk you out of that?
With like all these flames coming around it.
You look kind of cool enough, man. You don't need more tattoos.
But it would just be for me. I mean, because who'd really see my back,
Chicks, and like when you go to the beach, you're going to look like a douche. I mean, it's like a bit much. He's going to get a giant... Hey, Ralph, he's going to get a giant horse.
Maybe you should be a little bit more indecisive like me.
Yeah.
There's something to that whole thing.
Richard, why don't you just set yourself on fire? That was just a whole interesting look, too. Dude, you got like 2 cool tattoos. It's kind of enough. Like, don't overdo the whole...
You don't do your whole back.
Yeah, guys who get totally inked...
Well, not like my whole back, but just like, about like a quarter of my back. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I hate those big tattoos.
Why would you want it, like, what's the idea? Why on the back? Just so you can get something big?
Something big, because I want something...
But who'll see it? You won't even see it.
But I didn't even necessarily want it. Like, these ones came out a lot bigger, and I suggested it to the guy. He sketched it out, and the thing was huge, and it looked great. I was like, wow, it'd be a great tattoo,
Right.
I mean, when I told him about this one, I had envisioned it a lot smaller, but once he gets going...
Were you high as a kite when you got those things done?
No. Because he's pretty serious. If you go in there messed up, he won't do you,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something. You want to have this...
Go, man.
You
go.
want to have this big thing on your back for what reason? You can't see it. Nobody else can see it.
Because it looks cool. It's like the whole presentation. You know what I mean? But if
it's some piece of art, put it on your wall. You don't need it on your back.
Here, man, do me a favor here. Tape this on your back. Let's see how it looks. Here, take your shirt off. Here, look. This is a horse. Robin, I drew this as a horse.
You drew his tattoo.
And this is the cowboy with a hat.
You got to draw fire now.
Looks like Gumby and Pokey.
Hey, put it on his back. See how it looks. Tape it on there. See, if it looks good, we'll tell you. There you go, man. Hey, you know, it doesn't look so bad.
Wait a minute. You got to put it on.
Look at that. Let's see. Turn around. Yeah, hey, that looks pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah. Wear that all day and see how people react to it.
I was wrong, Richard. That's cool.
Dude, you look cool, man.
Where are the canyons and the flames?
You're a cool guy.
Because he wants a habitat that the horse is going to be in.
Yeah, because you're going to have to, like, put it in a forest and stuff. Dude, you look pretty cool with you know, the way you are. You know, with the red hair and everything. The purple hair and the tattoos.
Right.
But, like, sometimes you can go overboard because you get bored with, what should I do next?
Your back shouldn't have a mural on it.
You know, why don't you pierce your belly button or something? You know what I mean?
My nipple.
Yeah. Do something like, you know what it is? There's not enough cool stuff you can do to yourself. You know what I mean?
And then you go overboard and you do something stupid.
You start dyeing your hair white. You don't know what to do. You just want to do cool stuff.
Get the belly button ring. That would be better.
Yeah. I mean, I dig your tattoos. I really do. But I'm just wondering, like, at some point, isn't it a little gross?
Like Tommy Lee's arm.
Yeah, like Tommy Lee's arms look like a guy who's been, like, in an accident.
And it looks dirty. Up into his nipple.
Yeah.
It looks like a real bad mistake is what it looks
like. And now he's ruining Pamela Anderson, getting her all tattooed up. 1 or 2 tattoos are cool.
But that's why I wanted it on my back, too, not like a full sleeve, you know, it would just be...
You're on your way to a full sleeve, dude.
No.
Yeah. Once you take up a quarter of your back.
You know what happens? Then you take up the quarter of your back. All of a sudden you say, oh, my goodness, that looks kind of weird. Then you put something else trying to balance it out.
Because then, like, the horse will be lonely with the guy, and then you got to put, like Robinson's got to put a whole environment back there for the horse.
I'll put a sunset on there.
Yeah, right.
If you don't have a sleeve, you'll have a shirt.
Yeah. Dude, you did enough with the tattoos. Yeah. You got enough skin art.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. He's doing it.
He doesn't have your problem.
He's been telling me this for over a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in his head.
But, Richard, you're busting on me, but didn't you say it took you like 2 years before you decided what you wanted?
But he wasn't in the tattoo parlor, Ralph.
They sit there for 2 years.
Oh, there you go.
Marguerite. Yeah, we went to this Marguerite. We drove her nuts. And we never even got anything. None of us.
That's awful.
Yeah. So she never even got paid.
Yeah, she drew like sketches.
You know, if she does one on me, I'll give her a good tip. For wasting her time. You know what I mean? Grillo, I just think about... I don't know about Richard, but at least he seems to get decent tattoos. Your story is a whole different thing. You go to, like, these guys... How much did you pay for your tattoo?
Oh, technically, I didn't pay for it.
Technically.
Technically.
Technically, I didn't.
What do you mean, technically, you didn't pay for it?
Technically.
Yeah, well, I think you paid too much and you didn't pay anything.
I think it was, like, maybe $40.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did yours cost, Richard?
Well, the skull, the steer skull cost, like, $75, and then the cross and the heart was, like, $150, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what technically you didn't pay anything, but then you said you paid.
Well, it was the birthday gift.
Oh, it was? Oh, I see.
From the ex.
I see. From your ex-girlfriend.
Couldn't have bought you a good one?
Yeah.
She didn't like him that much.
Yeah.
She wanted her name, but I said, no.
Sure.
At least you knew that much.
He's not that stupid.
All right, dude. Dudes. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe you ought to go with Richard, not Ralph, when you go to get a tattoo.
I don't know, man. Richard's a little out of control.
At least you might get close to getting one.
Ralph puts too much thought in. Richard puts no thought in. You know
There's a balance there somewhere you should hit.
Maybe we both go.
Yeah, maybe. I want to go with D. Snyder, but D blows me off, so...
Like that time D came over your house and we're hanging out with him, he had some good ideas. I mean, he was like, you got to do this, that, and that.
Yeah, D knows what to do with a tattoo, and then, like... It's like kind of a drag. It's like I try to hint to him. I go, D, you know, maybe you should come with me. And he's like, I don't know, man.
Did he call you when he wanted to go?
Well, he called me recently for some advice on radio and stuff. But I didn't call him back because he doesn't call me about tattoos.
Oh, geez.
Screw him.
He's too cool for that.
Yeah. Hey, D, how about going with me and, like, help me, you know, get my art done?
Yeah, right.
Help me with my artwork. I'm not so artistic, okay?
I think he's got a whole philosophy behind tattoos.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm sick of his philosophy.
He went in with engine parts. Well, how did he come up with that one? He said he took like a lawnmower engine and this and that.
There's a guy who's sitting around the house way too long.
Yeah. At least now he's caddying, so he has something to do. No, D is like the most thought out guy when it comes to stuff like that. So I went to the expert. Like, if I was going to get a tattoo, I'd want to go to a guy who had a really good tattoo, and I love D's tattoo.
We know what it is?
But D gets into this thing like I'm copying him then, you know, if I get, like, a tattoo similar to his. So I don't want to... I don't know, man. There's some weird vibe going on there.
Well, he often feels that, you know, now people say you look like Howard Stern, and he feels he created this whole...
Yeah, and it's like, you know, D, you look like yourself.
He's of himself.
Yeah, it's like, D, you know, spend more time on music. Don't worry about what I look like.
Go shave the side of your head.
Right.
I don't know. You know, Ralph's sort of looking like D with that hair.
I don't know.
Maybe he copped that.
Maybe. He got it from somewhere. But I don't know. You know, it's like D's weird with his tattoos. It's like I call him up and I go, hey, man, you know, I really want to get this tattoo, and I don't know what to get. I like traditional. I like hearts and ribbons and, you know.
Hearts and ribbons.
Yeah, cool stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you got the heart going.
And you're going to have something written in it, right?
Yeah, like I had this little phrase that I was going to put in. And,
Did you tell us the phrase?
No. What was the phrase? I even forgot, Ralph.
Something in discipline.
No, we got a different one.
There was anarchy.
No, but we got something else.
Yeah, I don't remember now. I'm so long.
See, you're not committed. You don't even remember your
phrase.
No.
It was like, I think it was Fred Sucks. But, I don't know. It was something like that.
Jackie.
I forget exactly what it was.
Didn't you say it was Latin?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. D gave me that idea. He said, put it in Latin and it'll look cool. It doesn't matter what the phrase is as long as it's in Latin. So I said, hey, thanks, man. I said, you know, you got a lot of cool ideas. Why don't you come help me design this tattoo over at Marguerite's?
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, well, you know, if you run into trouble, man, give me a call.
No, we said we're going over there. He's like, well, give me a call when you're going. We're going right now.
Yeah, right, yeah. Like he has something to do.
Got very busy.
I go, hey, I want to go over right now. And he's like,
Suddenly he's busy.
Yeah, so he's busy, I'm busy. You know, I could have used the guy's help, man. I was going to him for tattoo help. I mean, it's a pretty important decision what you're going to put on your arm for the rest of your life.
A crisis.
Yeah.
I don't think he thinks of it that way. I think he thinks that's uncool. I think he just thinks he should slap something on.
Yeah. I'm going to get real drunk and put, like, boys are really super tight in Latin. Got it on my arm.
There you go.
Yeah. Signa one unum. Young boys are tight. But I don't know. So, I don't know. D's a little weird about it because it's like, I go, yeah, man, I like that one on your arm. You know, you got like the ribbons and stuff. And he goes, yeah, okay, yeah. I go, yeah, I mean, I want something along those lines. You're into more traditional, right? I go, yeah. I go, yeah, I'm going over there now. You know, what do you think? That's what you should get, then. That's what you should get. I go, yeah, but, like, I don't know exactly, you know, how to tell her what to do.
They didn't have any ribbons or hearts that you liked in a book or anything?
No.
They have to take D and throw him in the car.
Yeah, I know.
Kidnap him.
Kidnap him.
Make him help you.
Yeah. If D was a decent guy, he'd design something for me. But he's too busy, I guess. He's too busy. He's got a lot of things going on.
Widowmaker.
Yeah. He's too busy to help me.
Boy, oh boy. It's not supposed to be that big a deal.
Yeah, well, evidently with me it is. Everything's a big deal.
I don't think you want a tattoo. Because you'll be miserable. You can't get rid of it, Howard.
I don't want to get rid of it, damn it.
You can't get rid of it. It won't be like your black hair, where you get rid of it in a day.
You know what it is. You know that you want one, but you can't decide.
Right.
And then once you figure out what you finally want, then the next one that you get, like for me, you know, all these thoughts are coming to your mind, like, whoa, that would make a great tattoo. This would be a great tattoo. But the first one, you just got to, like, you know that you want it, and then...
I want it, but, I mean, I should know what I want.
Well, that's... I knew, like, I wanted a tattoo, like Grillo said, for a couple of years, but I didn't know what I wanted. And then all of a sudden, one day, it just hit me. I said, a steer skull would be a great tattoo. And I went and I got it, you know?
I don't know what hit you, man, but you should have kept thinking about it.
Train him.
Yeah. See, like, D has a horse's head kind of thing, like, with like kind of like that deer skull. It looks kind of cool, too.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you know, it's like, the guy won't help me out.
How can he help you?
I thought you should do some kind of skull thing, because you got all those bones and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want I don't want like something that like looks like, I don't want a face on my arm.
Right, like a painting.
Like you see that basketball player with his, you know that guy who has a picture of himself on his arm?
Who's that? That
Is
guy
that
with
Rodman?
blonde hair?
Not Rodman.
No.
This guy but actually it turns out it's his father, but it looks exactly like him. He's this black guy on Orlando.
Uh-huh.
And he's got, I forget his name. And he's got how can you guys miss that? Do you guys watch basketball?
No.
Oh. In the game, the guy's got on his arm, he's got a picture of himself.
I haven't watched them that much.
But he claims it's his father. He goes, that ain't me, that's my father. I want people to know my father died, and he plays right along with me on my arm. So I was like...
Well, get your dad's face on your
It looks like
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
And then in Latin, you can put, I told you not to be stupid.
You moron.
On this black guy, it looks like a police sketch.
Looks like a composite drawing.
It looks like a composite drawing. And it's a real bad drawing.
Does it have numbers underneath it?
Yeah. So if you want to go to the tattoo place, man, let's just go and do it. And screw D.
That's the only way I'm going to do it, if I just go and just...
Yeah, but I don't know what you're going to get.
I don't know.
You still have to sit down and tell her to do something. And you don't even know what to tell her, you douche.
Oh, boy.
I have a good idea.
What is it?
I said, I'm in red, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be this.
The X?
Yeah, but a little bigger.
It looks like a wart. Dude, what do you dude,
like
that's a cartoon, the X-Men.
Yeah, but it's just a symbol.
And when people ask you what it is, they're going to go, oh, it's the X-Men cartoon. You're going to be a total goof.
Or I could get a cross.
Why don't you put Bozo the Clown on
Isn't
your
that
arm?
just as bad as a Superman thing? It's a symbol.
No, I don't think
Why don't you write douche on your arm?
In Latin?
In Latin. Douches.
Douche.
But seriously, man, you just can't get a...
I know I'm going to get something in red, and it's going to be some kind of symbol. Like, did you ever see that symbol for...
like a pentagram or something?
A biohazard, you know, in the hospital. You see all those, like, lines, and it's...
So you don't know what you want.
What?
What is it?
The guy's name on Orlando is Dennis Scott.
Yeah, Dennis Scott, that's the guy. He's got a tattoo of his dad on his arm. It looks just like him, and it's like, God, what an ego on this guy. He's got a picture of himself on his arm.
He doesn't want to forget what he looks like.
Yeah. And it's this head on his arm. It looks like there's another guy on his body. Looks like these Siamese twins. Because that's my father. My dad's right with me. It's like, oh, man.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep slapping this on every couple of weeks.
Yeah, why don't you just...
I think you two would be better off with
Stick-ons?
the fake.
Yeah, maybe you're right. See if you can get some of those cool Batman tattoos.
I got some, man.
Do you? Hey, come on. Do me up, will you? I need a whole sleeve.
He needs another fix.
Yeah, no, forget it. I don't want any more ink, man. Not right now. I don't want a whole sleeve.
Can't take it.
I got to take a break. Then we'll get to the phone calls right after these words. Air, Scott. Give me air.
Howard Stern Show.
I got to have air or I'm leaving. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk out like Robin and Fred. And never return.
I'm a bitch.
That's right. Oh, my God. I'm dying of heat. What is it called? Heat? Prostration?
Yeah.
I have that. It's so hot in here, I'm going to die. You got to give me mouth to mouth.
And Scott's not even listening to you.
He's not?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
He's working back there.
Is that what you did?
Have,
Robin got up to check to see if Scott even listens.
Oh, he can't hear a thing you're saying.
Oh, I'm dying in here. I'm just so dizzy. No air. There's no air.
It's like the desert.
Where's the vent? Scott, where's the vent? What?
There are vents up there.
Why do you control my air?
Wait a minute.
I feel like a skin diver.
Robin, you came in and said he wants air. Yeah. I said, I gave it to him. Can you hear what I said? And you said I didn't say anything. I was working. I said I gave it to him. What is, you know...
What I said?
What's going on?
What I said? What's going on? Did you hear? Did you hear what I said?
He just asked for air again. You didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that?
He's getting everything there is. There's nothing left.
There's nothing left. Nothing left. He got everything there is to get in life. I get nothing. He gets everything.
Why do I have to rely on this man?
Put somebody else, in charge.
Look at the belly on you. Why don't you get a bigger shirt?
Okay.
Oh.
Man, are you fat.
Oh, did Jackie go home?
I thought guys who smoke don't have that desire to eat. I thought that kind of suppresses the
I eat
desire.
and smoke. I like to be different.
Right. Man, your belly is big.
He eats a cigarette.
Your lucky wife when you take off your clothes. I can't imagine. Take off your shirt.
Honey, I
gotta go
Give
now.
us that same thrill.
Take off your shirt. I want to pretend I'm your wife.
No, that's okay.
Come on.
Let me see what you look like.
His body is
I know I have to diet constantly and work out with weights, and I still look disgusting. I can't imagine what this guy looks like. He just sits in a chair.
Why diet and work out? If you're going to look disgusting, you might as well go all the way.
All right.
Oh.
You're funny. All right, thanks. I'm so exhausted from doing that Top 40 show.
See?
That was the worst. It burnt me out. Hope somebody enjoyed it.
You don't know what you need to be doing. You need to get in shape for it.
And then that stupid gorilla, I told him every day at 7 o'clock, bring in my yogurt I got a Gunga Din. That's what Gorilla is, Gunga Din. He's been here for 3 years, and all he does is get me food. He works for free. And the only thing I can think of him to do is, yeah, you got it now. I tell you 7 o'clock I want it.
I've been bringing it at 7:30 ever since you asked.
So what time is it now?
I just...
What?
First of all, I was on the air.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Second of all,
so
I was
what, you were on the air? What, did that throw you?
And no, and...
7 o'clock.
Raisins, right?
Yeah.
I had to wait for them to get fresh raisins. I didn't want to give you the raisins that they had there. Yeah,
everyone's complaining about you. I'm not the only one, man. Gary wanted to know, should I talk to Grillo on the air about the complaints that he's getting, or should Gary handle it privately?
There are complaints about
Do you know everyone's complaining about you?
No.
You don't know about this? Everyone says you're difficult to work with and you're a problem and everything. I mean, what happened to you? I thought you were coming on strong.
You're supposed to be Gunga Din. Gunga Din doesn't give problems.
What's going on, Gary? Explain to Gorilla what's going on.
Steve, I hate to do this to you. I was going to sit down and talk to you after the show, but this is always funnier.
Yeah. Take off your hat so I can watch you cry.
You might as well have a seat.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is going to be tough?
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
It's going to be tough. Yeah, take a seat.
Okay,
First of all, can I just straighten out my yogurt order?
Sure.
Is it all right?
I thought it was going to happen at 7 o'clock.
At 7? You never said 7. It was 7:30.
So why is it now 8 o'clock?
I got off the air. I went down there, and I had to wait for them to get fresh raisins.
All right. Because your master is hungry.
I know that. I try to take care of your food and everything.
All right. Take it easy. Hey, I have by the way, I have no complaints. Fred, stop with Gunga Din.
I know.
All right. It's distracting. Yes, thank you. Don't walk out. I'm sorry.
No, it's not going to work.
What is that, Ralph?
Yogurt.
Why are you bringing me yogurt?
I was handing it.
Get out.
Did you need it?
No, I have mine. What?
You have no complaints about Gorilla, but Ralph is another story.
This is a very needy show.
It is. I have no complaints about Gorilla. I want to go on record as saying
And
that.
the funny thing about this is neither do I.
Right.
Because in front of me, he acts great, but that happens to be part of the complaints because everyone says that when I'm not around is when he's bad. I've never seen Steve do anything bad. Well, it started with John a couple of months ago. You know, these guys used to fight all the time. And John said, listen, I said, if you guys ever have any problems, come to me. So John came to me and he said, listen, Gorilla's difficult. He bosses everybody around. He doesn't take direction well.
Right.
But I always chalk that up to John and Gorilla just have personality.
Yeah, I know
problems.
John's been complaining about Gorilla for years.
But I just chalk it up that those guys can't get along.
Right.
But then,
I always thought it was John.
Yeah.
That's what everybody thought for a while, that it was John.
I didn't know it was Gorilla. What is it, John?
I mean, I've been complaining about it, but it's always falls on deaf ears. And this problem could have been...
Well, evidently a lot of people are complaining now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, this problem could have been done a long time ago, but it's just now, it's like snowball.
Well, what is the problem in your words, John?
Steven, he's a great guy when you get out of his play. I hang out with him, but he's a very abrasive at work, and I think that he gets...
Is it because he's a small guy and he wants to, assert himself?
He just doesn't know how to treat people. And believe it or not that I'm saying this, but like in the back office, like every intern has come up to me privately and complained about him, about how he... Because I tell interns things to do, but there's a way to do it. And
Gorilla, have you been abusive to the interns?
Absolutely not. I don't...
these kids work for free for me.
So do I.
I know. I don't want you... I don't want you abusing them.
I don't exactly...
Do you feel you're better than them?
No, not at all.
You feel because you've been here longer, they should listen to you?
First of all, that's what I was told.
No. You are the same as them.
We don't even know what the problem is. I mean, could we have a statement?
I get to hear a problem.
Well, we could start with Gay Rich, because Gay Rich has been compiling a list, apparently.
All right, Gay Rich,
come in with your list. I know you guys had a falling out last week. Gorilla came to me, gave me one side of it. Gay Rich came to me, gave me the other side of it. I've been meaning to sit them down.
Well, how could this be? Gay Rich is such a lovely boy.
Gay Rich never has a problem with anybody.
Gay Rich has a wonderful attitude at work.
Yeah.
Did you really make a list?
I sure did.
Uh-oh.
And he's serious.
And he's gay. You know how angry gay people are.
Gay grievance.
Right.
It's just so annoying, Stephen. Like, I started this list a couple days ago because I've just seen so many things, and I was going to, say everything to you when I left this semester because I know I would never have to deal with you again. But just, going on yesterday, Stephen is just on, some big power trip that,
Really?
No. He hangs on, Stephen, you are a follower, not a leader. You are hanging on everybody's coattails. And you were voted most unpopular yesterday.
Oh, I'm so hurt. There was a vote and I wasn't a part of it?
No.
Was it like Miss America?
At least it's something.
Who was most popular, you?
We didn't vote most popular.
Oh, okay. Who voted, by the way? All the interns?
All the interns, everybody, in the office.
People have only been here a couple of weeks. He's already pissed everybody off?
Yeah.
I don't even talk to anybody else.
Maybe that's it.
Yesterday, for example,
Give us some hardcore examples.
Yeah.
Okay. The redheaded intern yesterday walks in the building and throws something in the garbage can, which is strictly for paper. Steven, is like, oh, no, you can't throw it in there. You can't throw it in there. It's for paper only. And then he was like, oh, well, there's a banana in there. You could care less about the banana in there.
First of all,
you're
Rich,
doing it to be on a power trip.
No,
you're not doing it to be...
crap.
You're not doing
you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Do I watch
no, you
the whole
don't.
thing?
No, you don't.
Why would you tell me I don't know? I was right
because
there.
I'll explain it to you then, okay?
I don't want you to explain it to me because I know what happened.
First of all, no, you don't know what happened. First of all, shut up for a second and let me explain.
You are a loser.
No.
Are you a loser?
No, I'm not. Okay.
Gabriel says you're a loser.
First of all, if Kathy was there and she saw someone throw something in the garbage...
I don't understand what the complaint is. In other words, is it a garbage pail for paper?
Yeah, and every time Kathy was
there... we're
I didn't know that.
recycling around
In
here.
Gorilla's defense, I get snipped at by everybody for throwing, like, I'll throw the top of my water bottle in the paper-only place.
Yeah.
So so this does happen.
I
don't understand what the problem is.
Howard, I just got to tell you, you're so pampered that you don't even know.
What do you mean pampered? I didn't know.
I'll tell you what. You have to. You're insulated. We have to recycle. The only office that we don't recycle in is yours because you can't. You were never able to get it.
No,
so
I don't believe.
And then we recycle later.
Right.
We take your garbage and recycle it later.
I'm hardly in my office. What do you mean? What do I do? I didn't.
Oh, that trash can has everything in it. I noticed that yesterday.
I only have one trash can.
That's right, and you're not supposed to throw everything in every trash can. Every trash
what do I do if I have trash?
Office is for paper.
Right. There's another trash can in the kitchen for.
So you mean I have a garbage sorting intern that sorts my garbage?
Pretty much.
Oh, no kidding. Good. I don't want to be bothered with those things. Don't bother me with that. That's ridiculous.
Right.
You know what? And the garbage man takes the stuff and he looks at the bags. He sees one with paper, one with food. He laughs, piles them all into the same garbage dump. Go ahead. So I don't understand what you did.
No, let's not forget about that.
Wait, okay.
Well, I think Howard...
What happened? Was it his attitude?
He's on. I'm sorry, Gary.
I'm not on a power trip. I'm not on a power trip.
Do you think? Well, he did say that. You said you thought that you were better than the other interns.
No, I never said that. I never
had
thought
more
that.
You had more authority than they did.
Don't act like it.
So if Gay Rich corrects you.
Excuse me, I was told
if
by
Gay Rich corrects you, do you resent it and say, hey, don't you correct me?
I wouldn't dare correct him because one time I did, and he raised his voice to me. I'm like, don't raise your voice to me, Stephen. And he's like, I don't like the way you're talking to me.
Now,
why didn't he correct you?
No. What happened was Gary and Kathy told me if the interns aren't doing anything to make sure they are doing something.
Okay.
What was they doing?
Rich was working on something from 7 o'clock in the morning. He was putting things on a list. From 7 o'clock in the morning, it is now 10:30. He's still working on the list, okay? I said, how long is it going to take you to finish it? I just asked a question, if he was going to finish it or not. What's the problem? Is there a problem?
Stephen, number one, it took 2 hours. Number two, you said, what's the problem? Why is it taking you so long?
Exactly.
You didn't ask me in the form of like some non-confrontational question. You can't communicate with people. That was the whole problem.
I just asked you.
First of all, it's not your responsibility.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is my responsibility.
Stephen,
Gary, help me out. That's what you guys told me. It is.
But there's a way to ask Gay Rich.
The problem is, in other words, if Steve wanted to ask Rich what he was up to, I didn't have a problem with that. But the problem seems to be exactly what Rich said, which I get a lot. That he's confrontational, asking questions.
But why don't you go to Kathy and let Kathy ask?
Because nobody's around, and that's what I was told to do. For one, for two, yes, I feel kind of awkward asking people, if they're doing something.
But you need to do that.
I have a problem.
I don't see anything wrong with him asking. But
I have a problem.
I feel awkward in the way you ask.
He didn't ask.
Fine, I do have a problem. Maybe because
now here, let's pretend I'm Gay Rich. All right.
Hello.
And you are Steve Grillo. Now I'm working at my desk, and you're going to ask me if I'm done. I've been working on something for 2 hours. Go ahead. All right, I'm writing. Go ahead. I'm writing on my desk. Ask me something.
So what are you doing over there?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you talk?
I don't know how to...
What does he say, Gay Rich?
He's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? And why is it taking you so damn long?
Oh, bull crap. That's a friggin' lie.
Basically.
Basically.
Bull crap. That's a friggin' lie. You froze the...
I do feel a little awkward.
What about when, we're working hard and you're on the phone giving Soleil Moon Frye your phone number and telling her that you're going to go out with her sometime?
Yeah. What's that? Did you do that? Did you use my phones to tell Soleil Moon Frye you'll go out with her?
Yes.
Did you use my... What, did you tell me...
She called and I spoke to her.
Why did she call?
To get on the show.
Soleil Moon Frye called to get on the show?
Yeah, she said she was coming
and you were making dates?
It's not like that, but she called and I spoke to her, and she remembered me from the last time she called. And she said she was coming to New York.
Yeah.
So I said, if you want to come to New York and there's someplace you want to go, let me know. I have a lot of connections. That's all I said.
Why are you doing that to me? Why are you doing that to me? Hold it. I'm going to pull my pants down. You can rape me now.
I'm friendly.
That is I never heard of an office where people pick up the people who call to get booked on the show. You are not to pick up people who book themselves on the show.
It wasn't...
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to me? Why don't I give you all the phone numbers of all the celebrities on the show and see what other people you could date?
I didn't get her phone number. She asked for mine. She asked for mine.
Wait a second. You didn't come on. Why are you having 20-minute conversations?
It wasn't a 20-minute conversation.
You mean inside of 30 seconds she was asking for your phone number?
An average conversation on the phone can last from 1 to 2 minutes.
Why is he on the phone with the celebrities? Why is he not getting you, Gary?
I did. I took a message.
What, you took a message for an hour?
It wasn't an hour.
It had to be a long conversation.
No, it wasn't.
It was 10 minutes if it was 1 minute at all.
It wasn't 10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes.
No, absolutely.
Why are you on the phone for 10 minutes?
Absolutely was not 10 minutes.
Because you're picking up people on the phones.
No.
My phones are for business.
And that's exactly what it was.
And then what about when John Stamos calls? What if Gay Rich tries to hit on him? Am I going to allow that? Do you think that's right?
I was being friendly from her. She remembered me. She remembered me from the last time she called. Okay.
Yeah, and so you got into a friendly 10-minute conversation.
It wasn't 10 minutes.
Gay Rich says it was.
It absolutely
no, it was not. No, it was not.
So how did you come up on the pod, Funky Brewster?
All right, so let's say it was 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Well, then how did the phone numbers become exchanged?
Yeah, how did phone numbers get exchanged?
I just said if you want, call here, and if you come into the city, I can hook you up with clubs.
Hook you up with clubs?
Yeah,
that's your job, to hook up people who call up with clubs.
The conversation turned into a friendly conversation.
Don't let him answer the phones anymore. He doesn't know how to handle it. All right, next. What else has he done?
Well, who wants to come in next?
Dock his phone privileges.
Jillian. We need Jillian.
Now, why is Jillian upset?
Now,
Jillian's a sweetheart.
Yeah, Jillian's almost impossible to not get along with.
Now, Jillian, are you upset?
Howard, she can't be.
Ralph, do you have a complaint?
Yeah,
I'll wait for Jillian.
Grillo, what's going on out there?
I have no idea.
You're letting me down. You were my #1 man.
You're Gunga Din.
You're Gunga Din. I don't give that role to anybody.
He won't do any, menial things. He can sit there.
God.
Oh, this is the other problem. He can sit there and, boss people around, but, God forbid he could do the articles. You're,
I do the articles, Rich.
You hand them to me all the time. You're like, why don't you do them?
What are you here for?
What are you here for?
Excuse me, I've been here a little
we're
longer
doing
than
the
you.
same exact thing, Howard. If we're both at the desk, doing the same exact thing, answering the phone, and he sees the articles first.
That's what I was told to do. That's what I was told to do.
Who told you to do that?
Gary and Calvin
Howard, if I can
said
say
they're
one
not
thing,
doing anything, give them something to do.
Howard,
that's what I did.
if I tell Steven to do something, he gives me an attitude.
He does?
I swear to God.
What
did you tell him to do?
I asked him to do articles once, and he goes, you know what, John? People don't like the way I do them. I really rather not do them.
Yeah, because every time I give him,
I have to go into a debate anytime I ask Steven to do something, and which I
All right, let me ask Jillian. Let me talk to Jillian. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First of all, let me just preface. I do not have a problem getting along with people. If people have a problem,
everyone likes you. Go ahead.
Okay,
and we know
whatever.
that. Yeah.
Okay. He comes.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I was giving Robin a message.
Yes.
Okay, and he was standing next to Robin. So I said, Robin, here's the message. Pulls me aside after. Jillian, I am Robin's assistant. You give it to me.
So wrong.
And I said, I understand that.
So wrong.
Can I just finish? Can I just finish?
Grillo, let her
Can I just finish? And I said, I understand that you work for her, and I will give it to you in the future, but she was standing next to you. It would be like if I went up to Jackie and I said, Jackie,
It wasn't, first of all, it wasn't
he was standing right next to her.
No, in a way, I don't mind that he did that, as long as he did it nicely.
I did do it nicely.
Okay, but
it's hard to explain something like that to somebody.
I don't think it was said in
So
a nice way.
maybe I apologize.
Then I apologize.
What did he say to you? Did he say something bad?
Well, then another time we were talking, and I was doing this project for Sandy, where I've been logging all of your tapes for the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
And I said I was working on it. He comes in, Jillian, you have to get out of here because I need this place. I need this place. So I said, okay. I schlepped everything out. It took me 20 minutes. I come back in. He's reading the newspaper in there.
No, that's why I do Robin's news.
And I go, and you were answering the phone. You could have said to me, Jillian, answer the phone. That's what I'm here to do. I am a very hard worker here. I'm working 5 to 5.
No one said you didn't work hard, Jillian.
But
I need the desk. That's where I do the news.
Okay, but...
And I just said I need that desk. That's where I do the news.
There's not one more desk in this whole entire building.
No, that's where I do the news, okay? That's where I do
You
it.
couldn't do it somewhere else?
No, that's where I do the news, period.
Why do you have to do it
Because I'm right there next to Gary. If Gary needs me, I can hear the radio and I can answer the phone.
Listen to yourself.
See, I think the key here...
Listen to yourself.
Yeah. I think the key is...
No, but why are they attacking me? That's my desk. That's where I do my work. Because why do I have to get up and move my desk?
I can answer that for you as your boss, because I can see right now what the problem is. It's not in what you're doing, it's in the way you're doing it. And the words please and may I and would you please and could you seem to be missing from your vocabulary. That seems to be the problem.
Another example, and this is the last one, when I threw something in the wrong garbage can, okay, and you could have said to me, Jillian, that's not the right garbage can. I've been here 2 weeks. I don't know. You go, that's not where it goes. I mean, I'm not a mind reader. I'm not Kreskin. I don't know where the plastic goes.
He's very ecology-minded. I do know
that's
that.
That's not... But fine. But say to me, Jillian...
I get yelled at if the stuff's in the garbage.
That's fine, and I understand that. But can't you say, Jillian, that's not where that goes. Let me show you where it goes.
Fine, then it's...
You go, that's not where that goes. Like, you're chastising me because I don't know.
First of all, I want to go on record and saying that if that's the way I come across, then I apologize because that's not what I mean, and that's not how I'm trying to come across.
I have to say, in their defense, you know, I don't know any of this stuff. I don't get to see it going on, but I remember the week that Gorilla took off.
Yes.
Everybody came to me and said, Robin, the office is working so much better.
Oh, is that true? That's unbelievable. Is that true?
I felt really bad. I didn't talk to, John, and every morning I'd walk in, and John would go, see how it's running?
Well, look.
I'll quit.
I could just
I'll quit.
You're really going to quit?
I'm done.
Is that it? You're finished?
I'm finished. I'm finished. I really am.
Really?
I'm done.
Wow.
If the guy
I quit because of you.
Yeah, he did.
It's easy. It's easy.
This is Grillo's defense. He'll quit so we feel bad.
No. I'm serious. I'll sleep late. I'll find something else. I'll go. That's it.
He did quit once before.
Yeah, that was because John was constantly badgering me every friggin' day.
That was true.
All right, here's what I think.
Can I just say...
Want to hear what I think? Want to hear what I think?
Sure.
Oh, you do? Anybody want to hear what I think?
I do, Boo.
Grillo takes on a lot of responsibility at the station. And he gets yelled at for a lot of the stuff because he's the easiest to yell at. So what happens is, whenever there's some stupid thing that goes on in the office, they yell at Grillo. So he's feeling a lot of pressure. So he feels so much pressure that he is actually yelling and, at people because when Kathy comes in, she wants to know why certain things weren't done, and then she yells at Gorilla because she doesn't feel comfortable yelling at anyone else. Am I correct?
Well,
Kathy could yell at anybody, but I'm just saying she's pretty good at that. But I'm saying that Gorilla is feeling pressure.
But Howard, I get yelled at for so many stuff, and it's just a way to deal with people.
Gorilla, you don't know how to deal with people. You gotta use a little savoir-faire.
I don't feel comfortable.
Do you know what savoir-faire is? What is savoir-faire? What is that?
Yeah, right.
No, don't spell it. I don't expect you to spell it. What is savoir-faire?
I have no idea.
Give me a definition of savoir-faire. What is savoir-faire? What is it?
Way to handle things elegantly.
Simon and Garfunkel song.
Let me say something.
I honestly, I
got to interact. I don't care what job you go. If you quit today and you go to another job, if you don't know how to interact with people,
you're going to have the same problem.
You're going to be finished. You're doomed. You'll end up working in the post office.
You're not going to do.
You understand? Now kiss Gay Rich and make up with him.
Come on. You got to be a little upset that in 2-3 weeks everybody's this upset with you, Steve.
Well, yeah, I am.
So what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
What are you going to run from it? You're going to quit, or you're going to be a man? And
well, obviously, if this office is running so much better without me, then maybe I shouldn't be here.
Okay, I didn't say that the office was running.
Well, I didn't say you said that. Gary said that.
Okay.
And John said that.
Just
I have nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
you better calm down.
Okay. When I first noticed that you had a problem with me, if you remember, I took you aside and I said, none of me. I said, did I do something wrong?
And what did I say?
And you said no. And then the next day, you bit my head off. I didn't choose to bring it here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't...
Are you biting people's heads off?
I didn't make it into a public forum. I came to you and I said, am I doing something wrong? Is there a problem?
Right.
Because you just seem...
He seems angry. He seems angry.
You just seem angry with me. I'm just...
Let me see you put a smile on your face. Put a smile. Yeah. There you go.
He is under pressure. I've heard him cursing and kicking the wire machine through this door.
Why is he picking up Mole Soon Fry on my phone? Whatever I do.
That was an accident. I didn't intend.
No offense. I want you to have all the dating you can. I know everybody you're dating. I know all about it. I'm saying, don't pick up people on my phone.
It wasn't.
It's very unprofessional.
It wasn't the intention.
Are you angry because you're going bald? Is that it?
I've got over that.
Because Scott is certainly a good example of someone who's angry and bald.
Yeah, you don't want to be Scott, do you?
Are you angry because you're short?
No, I never.
Are you angry because you're bald and short? Are you?
No.
Is that the problem? You want to take it out on these lovely people?
No.
He's attractive.
All right. You think he's attractive?
I think he's a good-looking guy. I don't understand the problem.
Right. What is your problem? Is it your dad do? You think you got a bad dad do?
What is irritating you?
What you got to do is go back and start with a new
attitude.
New attitude. Thank you, Rob. New attitude. See how Did you read Robin's book? Do you see how she cured herself?
Grillo, alive.
Do you want to be like Robin and cure yourself? All right, go back and cure yourself. Make me proud of you. All right. And remember, yoga at 7 o'clock, all right? Don't disappoint me.
Think before you speak.
Right, Gary? Gary, you want to say anything?
Yeah, just work on your communication skills. I think that what you're doing is the right thing, but I think you're not doing it properly.
Right.
I feel awkward if I have to tell someone what to do, and I try to do it.
No, but do it nicely. Even listen, I'm the big boss around here. You don't see me walk up to one of the interns.
Never.
I make Kathy the hatchet woman. You understand?
Get yourself a hatchet woman.
Get yourself a hatchet woman. I let Gary handle my dirty work, or Kathy. You understand? That's what I do.
If you're feeling awkward, don't make it worse on yourself by doing it in the wrong way, because now look at what you've done.
Yeah. And you can ask someone to do something. It's all right to ask Gay Rich to do some articles, but you say, hey, Gay Rich. Don't even call him Rich. Don't even call him Gay Rich.
I don't call him Gay
Give him some respect. Say, hey, Rich, do me a favor. Can you do these articles while I answer the phone, and then when I get back, I'll resume doing the articles with you? That's how you talk. Am I correct?
Well, if you want to know what he's doing.
Wonderful. Right. Instead of saying, then move it, you homo. You understand?
What's taking you so long?
Right. What's taking you so long?
To find out.
What is it, Ralph?
He's good. He's confrontational, and he doesn't.
I'm confrontational.
Yeah, you are.
But Ralph, maybe you're annoying him.
Yeah, but you could say, okay, everybody's got a problem with me, but still, everything that he does. You can't go easy with him. Or if he has a problem, he wants to do it a different way. It turns into an argument.
Right. All right. So you hear what the criticism is?
I do have to say, Howard, the one time I saw a gorilla in this mode, because he really must hide it from me, was when Fred, fell down and almost cracked his head open. We went to the hospital, and Gorilla got into a huge fight with the security guard and got thrown out.
Yeah, you see, that's a really good example of a guy under stress. There's something wrong with you. Your personality has a flaw. We're in a hospital. Why would you get in a fight with a security guard?
He got into a fight with me.
How would he even interact with you? How would he know you? I don't understand. How did he
I don't know, because someone was doing something the whole entire time we were there, and I didn't know he was telling people not to sit on this thing. I didn't know that. When I came over and sat on it, he came over and yelled at me for not listening to him.
And what did you do when he yelled at you?
I said, first of all, he came to me and said, what's the matter? You want to listen to me because I'm black? And I had nothing to do with it.
No. Yes. You turned it into that. I was right there.
Oh, no.
We were leaning on something or sitting up on something. I'm standing there right with him. The guy said, I told you guys not to do it, get down. I said, well, we didn't know it was you. And Gorilla all of a sudden is in an argument with the guy.
It's not true.
He's confrontational.
It's not true.
He can't bend. He can't kick back and just say, okay, I'm sorry. Everything with him is position. It's like, okay, I'm not going to take orders from you. I'm not going to. This morning,
is that true?
This morning,
really?
This morning, I put my makeup, like that stupid little tray I have, which is like 2 inches.
The makeup tray, yes.
I had it the certain way.
It was in my way, and I just asked you to move it over a little.
Did he ask you to move it? What's wrong with that?
He doesn't do it that way.
No, he doesn't do it that way. It turns into an argument with him. I was trying to get it out of his way, and I moved the phone over. Don't move the phone over. That's where the phone goes. That's where the phone goes. That's where the phone goes. It's like, dude.
But he wants you out of his things.
I wasn't.
But he doesn't know how to do it. You don't have a way. You don't have a style about you. Do you understand? You're crude. You're crude. You shouldn't be in a fight with a black security guard at the hospital.
I don't want to be.
And that's
but you get into it.
And he was a pushy moly.
And remember remember 2 weeks ago when I asked Rich to do something for me that Howard needed done, and I said on the air I didn't want to go to you, and that was the reason, because if I go to you, it becomes, well, why do you need it here? Why can't I get it? Can I get it late? It's all of a sudden.
There's a lot of confrontation.
Yeah, but you got to understand, if you came to me, I have other responsibilities here.
All right, listen to me. Ralph, you should be going to Gary anyway. Don't go to Gorilla.
Yeah, well,
you're annoying. I got news for you. No offense. You're annoying as well.
Yeah, I think if you turn the tables and had people complain about Ralph.
Yeah, I'm sure there's enough. I bet you everyone here has a Ralph story too.
I'm sure they do, but that's not it. It's the Gorilla hour.
Yeah, all right. Well, good. You can back away from the microphone because you're making a fool out of yourself. All right. I've heard these complaints. There's obviously too many of them to ignore. You got to go.
There must be something to it.
You got to deal with a little bit of finesse, okay? You hear what I'm saying?
What we're talking about here is tact.
Right. Get some tact. Like Robin. You ask Robin about it. She'll tell you about it off the air.
I mean, Howard, for example, I was sitting in a cab with Grillo, and he's in the back, and he starts going, what, am I going to be a cab driver all my life, John? And he's yelling at the cab driver's like...
The reason Gorilla is upset is he's bald, he's short, he's got no future.
Don't forget the bad tattoo.
And he's got a bad tattoo. And there's a couple other things. And what else? Do you want to...
And his stupid friggin' hat.
I don't see that when I see him.
Well,
okay,
we see it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just... can I give you, Mike, one more example? I was sitting around. I was answering the phones. And, I understand if there's a lot of people, I want to move out of the way. I'm helping Scott. He goes, Jillian, there's enough people in here. You can leave now.
But
and
there
but it's the way. But
it's embarrassing in front of everyone.
No, he's not supposed to be making that decision.
No, first of all, there was nobody around, and there was like 5 interns in the office.
Grillo, it's not your decision to dismiss him.
Yeah, but he doesn't want. No, he doesn't want everyone standing around hanging out. He wants them.
Like, if you would have came in the office,
but you've got to say it. You've got to say it in a nicer way. Say, Jillian,
don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Exactly. You don't say things like that. You don't. I mean, you don't have the.
You got to say. You got to say, hey, Jillian. There's 5 people standing around.
I don't know how to say
Here's
that.
What I would. Well, I'm telling you how to say it.
Be nice.
You say, listen, Jillian, I need your help over here with this. Maybe it'd be a little more useful if the office wasn't so crowded.
Or say, Jillian, what were you up to? I mean, you don't know this. Scott said to me, Jillian, I need this room for a minute. Go into that, go into the lounge. I mean,
I like that you're concerned. I like what you're doing. I like your concern. People shouldn't be standing around in my office doing nothing. I like that. But you got to handle it with a little class. You hear what I'm saying? What? I don't hear anything.
I hear you.
I don't know if you're listening to me.
I am.
You're saying already that you don't like people to talk to you this way, but it seems that you're talking.
I don't.
That way.
They better not.
Or if the room is crowded, why don't you leave? I mean,
because I'm supposed to be in there.
Everything is under control. Why don't you get
easy.
I didn't say it.
You see?
Well, I had to bleep you.
I didn't say it.
Riled up.
I didn't say it.
It's just like I'm in here 2 weeks. I'm trying to learn, and it's like I'm answering the phone. All right, I'm back now.
Listen, Jillian, I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Gay Rich, I hear what you're saying.
And
I don't hear what Ralph's saying.
Steve, we heard what you wanted to say.
Steve, you got to mellow out a little. I want you just as concerned. I don't want Jillian standing around if there's nothing to do. I don't want Gay Rich standing around if there's nothing to do. But you got to be able to walk in and say, Jillian, could you help me out over here? Could you perhaps do this or do that? That's how you do it. With style. Like the late Cary Grant. All right?
Watch some of his movies.
Because I think Jillian could kick your ass.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Right? You a good fighter?
Oh, a very good fighter.
Exactly.
Howard?
Don't think you're such a big shot. Yeah.
I think we can end this by putting one last nail in the coffin. I apologize.
No.
One of the guys that Steve goes to school with was hanging out with him the other day. Steve's bragging how he's the head top honcho
Who is
intern.
it?
Hello? Hello?
So wrong.
Hello? Hey. Hello? Well,
Oh, this is a gay.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
hello? Hello? Well, very good, Gary.
Joe Pesci on line 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Scammed again.
Well, very good. And do me a favor, Julian. You answer the phone, so when Soleil Moonfry calls, no one is picking her up.
I'm sorry.
You have to take numbers.
Right. Please, it's not a dating service here.
I know.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now I hear what's going on. You got some things to work on. That's all. You got to deal with people nicely. That's all. In a nice manner.
Just to go on record, if that's the way I came across, and I apologize.
Why don't you apologize? Apologize now to Gay Rich. Turn around and say
I am sorry, Rich, and I am sorry, Jillian. It's not.
I mean, Jillian's only been here a week, and already she's pissed off at you.
It's not in my head. I'm not angry, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm thirsty. Get off.
Yeah, all right. Goodbye. Get out. Who cares?
I'm thirsty.
All right. And keep your mind on your work and getting along with others. Go ahead. All right.
You're like friggin' Jesus.
Come on. Don't disappoint me. I got big plans for you.
Now you know why I want a Celtic cross.
You're going to be getting me yogurt for the rest of your life.
Does not cooperate.
I'm going to have to, I keep an evaluation of each intern. I have to write down does not cooperate.
Oh, or is
Very bad.
difficult to get along with.
It's a bad star up on the board.
Difficult to get along with. All right, we have to take a break, and we'll be back after this.